stop and silence the noise. Your number one patient is you. Your very first patient is you. So, how can you take care of others if you're not okay? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very important video that I want to talk to you guys about. This is something that is not often spoken about, but it's really crucial when you're preparing for your NCLEX. Not everyone talks about it, but it's worth talking about it. If you're new today, my name is Andy. Usually my voice don't sound like this, so excuse me. Hopefully you guys can hear me well, but this video was really important, and I wanted to get it out for people that are preparing for the exams so that they can be aware and put it in as part of their preparation process. I think I'm gonna leave captions on this video so anyone that cannot hear me well can at least read the caption. I want to talk to you guys today about noises, something that we really, I think, neglect to deal with when you're preparing for your exams. Noises could be internally and externally. How are you going to deal with this in order for you to be fully prepared for your exams? Because if you don't, then it can affect your exams, it can affect your scores, it can affect your preparation towards your examination. What is an external noise? An external noise are external factors that you can control. That's what I believe. That's what I think, that those are things that you can change. Can be something like your job, your family, relationship that you're in, children. So those are the things that are considered external noise. Why are they noises? Noises are things that distract you. Noises are things that cause confusion. Noises are things that disturbs your spirit, that makes you lack focus, that you're not able to focus and do the things that you need to do. For example, you're preparing to take your exams and you have a family emergency and you're expected to go deal with this family emergency. Your job calls you and they said, hey, someone called out. We don't have anybody to work. Can you please come help us out? You're studying for exams. Your children or your child comes in, knocks on the door, barges in the room, or there's complaints, there's fight between your children outside, stuff like that. Those are external noises. For me, I think that you have to put that in consideration when you're preparing for your exams. External noise is number one. You want to set a time for you to study. In this time, whether it's 2 hours or 3 hours of your day, your entire family, your people, like people that are close to you, know this hours between this time and this time, nobody should come to me unless it's like critical, or unless it's a life and death affair. Do not come to me because I am studying. You close your door, you lock your door, you remove yourself from all the distractions. If you want to study in the middle of your kitchen, or if you want to study in your living room when your children are playing around, that's not going to work. You want to take your time, maybe go to your local library. If you don't have any place around you in your house, if you don't have a quiet study room that you can go in and study, and people have to respect the fact that you are studying, and they cannot come to you for a cup of water, they cannot come to you for some complaints that can be dealt with later. You're going to remove yourself from the distraction. You're going to create a time and let the people that are important know. You have to be able to say no. And I'm saying that because I am one of those people that have a hard time saying no to people. You feel bad, and then at the end, you hurt yourself because even things that you cannot do, you pile it up because you just cannot say no. Your job calls and say, oh, we are so short, we don't have nobody. They will survive. They will survive. It's 24 hours. It's going to end. But guess what? Who's not going to help you with your exams? It's your job. You have to be able to take your time and take care of you. Okay? External noises also include setting out time for you to rest. And during your rest time, nobody should disturb you either. I feel like external noises for people that maybe are single, don't have children yet, are not married, it's a bit easier for them to manage, or maybe not, depending on what's going on. If you live with your parents, your siblings, you know, things like that. If you live with a roommate, things like that. But you have to be very, very conscious of taking out the time. You have to be intentional of about taking out the time for you to rest, about taking out time for you to recuperate, about taking out time for you to study. That's how you remove the external noises. Now, internal noises, those ones are a little bit requires a little bit of hard work. Internal noises includes thoughts, fears, anxiety, worry. At some point you can control, but some point it's a bit difficult to manage, but you have to come up with a strategy. If you're having fear, where is this fear coming from? What is the cause of this? What is the root cause of this fear? If you're a child of God, the Bible says, I did not give you the spirit of fear, but that of power and of a sound mind. And sometimes you might have to repeat that over and over and over again to get that spirit off of you. Worry. What are you worried about? Some people have fear of exams. Some people have worry. Will I fail? Will I not fail? Oh my God, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to make it. I don't think I studied enough. Oh, I think I studied too much. Like this thought that is just over and over, just going over and over. Just stop. Stop and silence the noise. How do you silence internal noise? Well, it depends on who you are. If you're a child of God, I will recommend worship music. I will recommend taking a break. I will recommend going over the scriptures. If you're having anxiety, go over the scriptures about anxiety. Just pick one that resonates with you and just proclaim it over yourself. Even if you're not going over the Bible, you have the power, the willpower, okay, to override your thoughts. So if you're worried about passing, not passing, guess what? You cannot control that. You will not know till the day of the exam. So why worry about it? Why don't you wait till the time comes? You just go and take it. If you make it, praise be to God. If you don't make it, guess what? You're not the first. You're not going to be the last. You're going to gear up, tighten up a little bit stronger than before, and head back in, because that is what soldiers do. As a registered nurse, you have to be able to treat your patient as a whole. Your number one patient is you. Your very first patient is you. So, how can you take care of others if you're not okay? In order for you to treat your patient properly, you have to treat them as a whole. That means emotional, physical. As a nurse, you cannot teach a patient to take a medication. Okay, it's for your blood pressure, to keep your blood pressure down, to keep your heart healthy. They're not going to get it because they are not emotionally okay. So, what are you going to do? Patient has to be treated both mentally and physically. That's the same thing with you. If you're not emotionally okay, you're not going to be able to make it on your. When once you take care of you, then you'll be able to offer your help. You're going to be able to offer your gift to someone else. So you want to make sure that you take time to silence the noise. Sometimes you're going to have to talk to yourself. It's okay. I'm worried. That's okay. That's normal. I can be worried about this, but what can I do to stop it? What can I do? If it's not something you can fix right now, guess what? You pull it, you put it aside. You will deal with that later, but you need to focus and finish your exams. So, fear, anxiety, worry, thoughts, okay, that come over and over in your head, you need to talk to someone. Talk to someone. If you have a pastor that is great with counseling, someone you can trust, it doesn't even have to be a pastor, a friend, you know, talk to them, a therapist, talk to them. These are the things that will block you from passing your exams. And sometimes you can't even study because as soon as you put your book down, you open it to start studying. These thoughts just keep bombarding. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody's crying here. Somebody's calling you. Your phone starts ringing. Oh, you get a text message. All those are noises. There are distractions. Whenever you make your time to study, internal noise, external noise have to be silent. They have to be silenced. If you're someone that listens to white noise, if you're someone that can listen to strings, instrumentals, they can help you because they are not words, they're just music that keep it the playing, keep you focused. So whatever can keep you from getting distracted, then do that. If you're someone that cannot sit still for an hour, it's okay for you to put an alarm and take, maybe you sit for 30 minutes, you take a 10 minutes break. Your alarm goes off, time to take a break. You walk around for 10 minutes, you come back refreshed, you start over again. So that is the tips that I wanted to share with you guys today. As you prepare for your exams, as you prepare for your NCLEX, remember that there are other things that you need to deal with, which is the noises, but internally and externally that goes on around you. And you have to be cognizant of that. You have to be conscious of that to make sure that you include that in your study plan, that you include that in your preparations. If you want to prepare for, if you want to study for 3 hours, you schedule 3 hours, 30 minutes. The 30 minutes is for any distraction, any noises that comes along. So that at the end of the day, you've put in your 3 hours of studies. Remember to deal with the external and the internal noises. Good luck. And if you need anything, as usual, please let me know. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video. Not everybody talks about this, but this is crucial when you're preparing for your exams. Until my next video, I love you with the love of God.